fine. What a shot. But against Toronto, it's hard. What do you expect tonight? I expect Milwaukee to tell me to play.
Welcome.
Vlad Jr. hit his first 2 big league home runs last
To
night.
Not Just Sports by No Leps. Let me make sure my headset is off. Welcome to Not Just Sports by No Leps. We have a lot to cover. And I'm just so aggravated with New York sports right now. So aggravated. Danae Gatling, what's up, my baby, my sister? I love you. Kendall, what's up, baby, my brother? I'm so aggravated with the Knicks. The Knicks, that goddamn James Dolan is a black cat. James Dolan's a black cat. Jackie Guidros, what's up, baby? The Knicks, then the Jets. It's just too much. It's just too much in 2 days. Then the New York Jets. Ricky Chavis, what's up? Then the New York Jets. And it's just too much. It's just too much. Also, don't forget we have Andrew Ayodeji. Hopefully, we have got past his technical difficulties. We've got past his technical difficulties, and we're going to have him on. And he is running for the school board at Amityville School District. In Amityville School District, he's running for the school board. So please come on and check him out. Let's hear what he has to say. Also, for the last time, Cory Booker, shut your stinking ass trap, Cory Booker. The Lakers suck too. The Lakers gonna suck for a long time. How you got Kurt Rambis' wife making decisions? Shut up, Cory. The Knicks are in a better spot than the goddamn Lakers, Cory. Shut up. Don't be mad at the Knicks. Be mad at the NBA. No, I'm mad at James Dolan because he's a black cat. He's a black cat. He's a black cat. I can't believe the Jets. Listen, Adam Gase is so-so as a coach. Adam Gase is so-so as a coach. Now he's the coach and the GM? I can't. Just when shit was going right in New York Jet world. This fucking Johnson family. Every team that I have, the owners suck. Christopher Johnson. And I'm sorry. Andrew, we have Andrew. Don't forget www.bussamove.com, bussamove.com. The weather's getting warm. Party bus for kids. I gotta listen to this. Lacking what? Adam Gase looks high. And lacking what? This is the best roster you've had in years. Johnson, you're an asshole. You're an asshole, Johnson. This is the best roster we've had in years. The best draft we've had in the last 3 years. The drafts for the last 3 years have been awesome. Williams, Darno, Adams, Williams. What is this guy talking about? McKagan did exactly what he was supposed to do. He put us in the right spot to win. Are you kidding? Adam Gase, you're the issue? Adam Gase, you better not be the issue. Now you're covering your eyes. I think Adam Gase smokes crack. Look at him. What the hell is going on here? Gase ain't on pill. Gase get high. Why did the Jets fire Mike McKagan? Where do we start is right. I need to hear this.
In that very conference call you just heard, he said that this was
How?
It was McCagnon who just hired him several months ago, who suddenly found himself dissenting and disagreeing with things that Gase had brought up during free agency.
How are we taking the...
We can look at the C.J. Mosley contract and the Le'Veon Bell contract. Not that Gase doesn't like both of those players, but he disagreed with the amount of money that McCagnon ultimately paid for them.
Shut up, Adam Gase! Adam Gase, coach the fucking team!
Into the draft, but ultimately Johnson said it. Maybe there's no good time. This certainly, definitely does not feel like a good time to make this decision.
You could have at least waited. You could have at least waited to the end of the season and let the shit play out for real. You took Adam Gase over Mike McCagnon? We took Adam Gase. This is why the Jets are highly dysfunctional. I'm sorry. Let me read some of this. Be mad at the NBA for tampering now. The league had to make it up to them. Damn Magic Johnson. Gase is on pills. Gase is on crack. So Zion hasn't signed to an agent or a shoe deal yet. I thought he signed with Puma. So he could go back to Duke if he wants. No, that's not true. I don't think that's how it works. Don't bust a gasket, fam. Dre Lazo, what's good? Chris Ballard, what's up? Good evening, Noel. What miss you blowing a gasket coming out the block? Listen, let me get my whistle. I can't believe the New York Jets. Every owner of my teams are idiots. Listen, I love the Knicks. James Dolan's an idiot. I love the Rangers. James Dolan is an idiot. The Steinbrenners have gotten better. I must agree. The Steinbrenners have gotten better. But George Steinbrenner was an idiot. Jerry Jones is an idiot. Bob Johnson is an idiot. So now, Adam Gase, you just fucking... Adam Gase, you just alienated Le'Veon Bell, possibly your best player. You just alienated your best player, and you got the general manager fired. We did this for Adam Gase. We didn't do this for Bill Belichick. We didn't do this for Andy Reid. We did this for Adam Gase. Are we fucking kidding? Dre Lazo wants you to bring Big Frida on the show. Horrible timing. Breathe, Noel, count to 10. Michael Robinson. Pastor Bryant, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Pastor Bryant. Thank you, Pastor Bryant. I got to watch my mouth. Nope, he can't go back. Yeah, I don't think he go back. My guy, what's up, Michael Robinson? He can't go back to Duke. Yeah, I thought so. Including Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is an idiot. Jerry Jones is an idiot at the highest level. The highest level of idiots. He hasn't signed at all, I just heard. Kenneth Snowden, what's up? We're going to talk about these Knicks in a second. Jam Suave, Danny Lloyd, a man people need to know. Sean Barnes, Dooney Tunes. Once you file for the draft, you're done. That's what I thought. But the Jets, what the hell is going on with the New York Jets? How do you fire the GM that hired the coach that gave you... Listen, I remember when the Jets... Who's that? Me. Hi, baby. I remember the Jets drafted Jeff Lageman, Brownie Nagel. We draft real dudes now. Jamal Adams is a dude. Sam Darnold is a dude. Williams is a dude. We're drafting real players now. Stacy Scrap Simpson, my guy. Endorsement money paid. College, no go. Okay, that's what I thought. You can't go back to college. But we took that should be better. I'm sorry. But the Johnsons, Woody Johnson's an asshole. Leon Johnson was an asshole. Woody Johnson's an asshole. Now the third generation is an asshole. I lived through 3 generations of asshole jet owners. From Woody to his son to the grandson. The absolute worst. Jerome Speedy Blackman, what's up? I mean, I'm at work having a great day, and my phone is blowing up talking about the Jets firing Mike McCagnon. Mike McCagnon built this team. Mike McCagnon built this team. What are we doing? The Jets can't do shit right. We finally are on the right track, and Johnson fucks it up for Adam Gase? We blowing this for Adam Gase? Adam Gase, know what he did? He was in Miami for 3 years. He made the playoffs first year, missed the playoffs second year, missed the playoffs for the third year. Are we kidding? What are we doing in the middle? What are we doing in Floral Park? What's going on in Floral Park? What's going on? Somebody explain to me. I don't even have answers. I hear that Adam Gase has a problem with Mike McCagnon. So Mike McCagnon was let go. I need answers. I don't even have answers. Jarvis Landry said Gase is an asshole. I believe you. Did you see his eyes? He looked like he'd get high. Matter of fact, did the coach on his staff get fired because he was doing coke with a prostitute? Did the coach on his staff get fired for that reason? All New York teams know they will get TV time and fill corporate boxes as long as they are even close to the competitive or interesting. As fans, we care about chips, with the exception of the Yankees. As long as they can fill seats, get TV contracts, that's it. Come on, Kendall. Miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit, Kendall. You're a Giants fan. Miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit. Miss me with that bullshit. I'm trying. Listen, I'm 48 years old. 1969 was the last time the New York Jets won a Super Bowl. The last time they was in the championship game, Testaverde and Keith Byers, they were on the team, along with Keyshawn Johnson, Wayne Corbett. And they lost in Denver to, I believe, John Elway. That's the last time I was in a championship game. I've been through a lot with the New York Jets. I've been through a lot. I've been through A.J. Dewey getting 3 interceptions in the fucking monsoon. I've been through a lot with the Jets. I've been through Dan Marino with the fake spike and throwing a back shoulder touchdown pass to Mark Duper. I've been through a lot with the Jets. I've been through Pete Carroll going 8-8 with the Jets and getting fired, going to New England, then going to Seattle and winning the Super Bowl. I've been through a lot with the Jets. I've been through the Browning-Nagel years. I sat through Rich Kotite. Rich Kotite years. I've been through a lot with the Jets. Kendall, don't tell me about what the fuck we trying to do. Don't tell me this bullshit. I've been through a lot with the Jets. Ken O'Brien, Richard Todd, Freeman McNeil, Wesley Walker, Johnny Lamb Jones. Johnny Lamb Jones, who used to jump for passes that were at his waist. Scott Durkee, Jeff Lagerman, Mark Gastineau, Joe Klecko. I've been through a lot with the Jets. Please, miss me with all these TV contracts and all that other shit. I can give a damn. They smoking that shit weed behind closed doors. got they thinking all screwed up, dumbasses. They pulled a Golden State move like they did with Mark Jackson. Let him build a team, then let someone else take over. That was goddamn Mark Jackson's fault. Sean Earl laughing. Sean Earl, you should be a preacher. You don't want me going to becoming a preacher right now. You don't want me going to that mode. But this is embarrassing. Spin move. Spin move. I'm so happy, spin move, to see you finally being the voice that you need to be. We're going to talk later, spin move. We're going to talk later, spin move. I'm so happy that you are finally being vocal. I think your voice is relevant, and I think your voice needs to be heard, spin move. Ryan McGovern, what's up? Curtis Martin were their best years. No, they weren't, Jam Suave. Jam Suave, you're a new Jets fan. That wasn't the best years. Their best years was with Richard Todd, Mickey Shula, Freeman McNeil, Joe Klecko, Mark Gassler, Abdul Rassi Salim. Those were the Jets' best years. Those were the Jets' best years. They had 2 years, 3 years in a row where they were in the playoffs, and they lost to the Miami Dolphins, and they should have beat them. But A.J. Dewey had 3 interceptions because he was caked up. He was caked up and stick him all over his body on a day there was a monsoon and mud everywhere, and he had balls sticking to him. Please don't get me started, Jam Suave, telling me about Curtis Martin was his best year. That wasn't his best years. That wasn't the best years of the Jets. It was not the best years of the Jets. Al Toon never had great years with the Jets. Al Toon played on one shit Jet team after another. Andrew Ayodeji is in the building. Everybody, let's change direction, everybody. Listen, people. Listen, people. I'm very hard. I'm very hard on the young folks today.
Right.
You have a headset?
Nah, I don't.
Okay, because we got an echo.
You can hear me better now?
You have an echo?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, let me see if I turn my headset over to eliminate this echo.
I can't even hear you now at all. I can't hear you at all. I can't hear you at all. You mute now. I can't hear you. Yeah, I hear you now. You good.
Okay, we got an echo. I don't know how we get rid of this echo.
I don't hear no echo.
You don't hear everybody else does. Okay, hold on. Everybody else, you don't hear the echo? Drew has to turn down his audio. Turn your audio down.
That's better?
How's that? Drew needs headset. Yeah, that's what whatever the person that comes on, and it's the echo, there's headset.
You
need headset.
Let me see your headsets. I'm about to put them on. Hold on.
Okay.
But
let me introduce you.
Right.
Listen, people. I'm hard on the millennials today. Millennials are weird people as far as I'm concerned. But damn it, when the millennial is laying it down like no other, you've got to show respect. How we sounding?
We better now?
Got to show respect. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah, we good. I hear you.
Oh,
yeah, we good.
That's beautiful. As I was saying, this is a young man. I've seen this young man actually grow up. I've seen him grow up. I know where he comes from. This is a young man who is doing big things. Not medium things. Big things. You see these shirts? You see these shirts? Summer basketball, Golden Back basketball tournament. See the hat? This is from this man right here.
We expanding now. No, we expanding the brand. Look, man.
We expanded we got your collectors. Look at it.
We expanding the brand.
We got hats. We got your collectors.
Retail wholesale, man. Retail wholesale.
We got
I'm on the radio show.
But most of all, this man works for his community. He works for his community. You notice I ain't called him a boy. I called him a man. This young man, his name is Andrew Ayodeji. He is now currently running for the school board at Amityville High School. Good afternoon, sir. I'm happy to have you on the show.
Big bro, thank you for having me, man. Good afternoon.
Listen. But I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy. I'm happy for you. I'm happy to know you.
Thank you, man.
I'm proud
Thank
of you,
you,
boy. I'm proud.
Thank you.
So what made you make this move? Because this is a power move. What
Right.
made you want to run for the board?
I kind of had it in mind for a minute. I've been planning it for.
Hey, Drew, look at this shit. The daughter comes and wants $10 in the middle of the damn show. like she said.
Yo, he said, Drew, look at this. My daughter gonna come and get me in the middle of the show for $10.
$10 right in the middle of the show. Now she done sat here all day. Could have asked for the $10 a long time ago. Here, Shelby. You messing up my show. What made you make this power move?
Like I said, it was in the plans for a minute, but you know, just working with the kids all summer, I seen how the athletics had a hold on them, and I just seen that they pay attention to a lot of stuff I do. So I seen that it was just an opportunity and a void for me to transition that influence from the athletics right into the education aspect and really change the narrative. Like, I feel Amityville a special place as far as this raw talent. So if we could harness that and, you know, just get the proper schooling, the proper tutoring, the proper training, I feel like it could be back to, you know, not even just sports, just with everything. It could just be back to the factory that it was.
Okay, so now, Amityville is a very interesting dynamic.
Right.
You have North Amityville that runs basically from the southern state all the way to Sunrise Highway.
Right.
And then once you cross over the Sunrise Highway, you have what we call South Amityville. Now, the dynamic is this. North Amityville is black and Hispanic, where South Amityville is majority white, upper middle class.
Correct.
Do you see a problem in getting our people, when I say our people, North Amityville, black and Hispanic people out to vote? Because that's the biggest problem I see.
Yeah,
I don't see us, you are involved. Are people going to come out and get to the voting polls for you?
It's just really awareness. I think our community really just doesn't know what's going on and how they interpret the school board stuff. It's ambiguous. They interpret it like the law, so it's kind of hard for us to understand. And that's where I really could come into play. Like, you could look at me like an interpreter, kind of. Like, I'm there, I know what's going on, so I could interpret that to the hood so they understand what's going on and they could express that to their kids. I was just telling somebody, how we not interested in the school board and we go crazy about our money or any other time? This is our money that they dealing with. That we just don't know that because they not telling us that this is your money that you're paying the teachers for, that you're paying the superintendent for. So that's why I come into play where, you know, now I'm aware. I wasn't aware of that a year ago. I didn't really know. I really didn't care. Now that I'm woke, people would say, I understand the magnitude of the situation, and I definitely want to make our people aware. So, you know, even if it's not this year, next year, you're going to see people out in groves voting. You're going to see people out voting. You're going to see people interested. And like I said, it's just changing the narrative. I'm hoping to see more people even going out, you know, trying to run now.
Right.
Right.
Do you think our people care? Because I'm an Amityville alumnus. I'm an Amityville alumnus, so are you. There are board meetings when nobody's there.
Right.
One person's there, two people are there.
Right.
And they're not black or Hispanic. They only work, they want to complain. They
Right.
want to complain, but they don't want to put in the time or the work to be involved and to help you be involved. Do you think that's a problem for us as Amityville residents? It's not just a North Amityville problem; it's also South Amityville problem.
That's a huge problem, and you know you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it, you know, on a bunch of different ways. To what I said, it's just people are not aware of what's going on, and I also, you know, hold the school accountable because y'all not making it appealing to kids. Y'all sending the same little note home that they used to send home with us with the school district logo, the like little boat in the background. And they sending that home, and the parents is getting that. 9 times out of 10, kids is probably hiding it, thinking it's a report card or something. Or, you know, parents is looking at it, school board meeting. I don't really care nothing about that. Like, they barely going to parent-teacher conference. So we got to get it more on a social media platform. I feel like we got to make it more appealing. And like I said, with myself kind of interpreting it to them the way that we can understand it, I think it'll be a no-brainer, and it'll be a lot more easier for people to understand and come out.
So how are you going to make people more aware? How are you going to get people more involved? What is your plan?
My first plan is just really transparency with the community. I want to start having school board awareness meetings. I want to, you know, have meetings that I'm conducting, a few other people in the neighborhood, and explaining the school board, explaining what a tax levy is, explaining, you know, that it's your money, explaining the magnitude of the situation, explaining that, you know, we the eyes and the ears, we controlling, you know, everything that's going on as far as the education aspect with your kids. So, you know, it's very important that we look into that. It's very important that we look into that.
So now, me and you talk often, and I explain to you that this is a dirty world that you're entering, which is into politics and stuff like that.
I see it. I see it already.
and the race card is being played heavy.
Absolutely.
I'm seeing it from a distance. And the one thing about Amityville is that it's multicultural. It's always been multicultural. Is this race card being played going to be an issue?
Not really an issue, because it's not even really a race card. People gonna play on a race card because that's what it is. It's not even really a race thing in my case. It's just a geographical thing. It's nobody from North Amityville on the board. So if it's nobody from North Amityville on the board, how is North Amityville gonna be aware? And North Amityville is making up 91.3% of the student population. So it's not even really a race thing. It's more of a geographical thing, and it's just time for us to step up. You know, I'm holding myself accountable for the neighborhood. I'm holding myself accountable for the kids. You know, it's just not really about sports. I don't want them to see me and just, yo, it's a Boulder Mac Park thing. Like, it's just a total package. You're a student athlete, and it's a privilege to play basketball. That's what I'm making kids understand too. It's a privilege to play basketball. So you know, I'm looking forward to it. Win or lose, I'm going to be here. And like I said, I've been influential in the community long before this. So I'm excited about it. I feel like it's going to go the right way. I feel like I've been getting out there, putting the right footwork in, talking to the right people. So I'm excited about it. I think it's going to definitely work out. And like I said, I'm vulnerable. I'm open to new ideas, and I'm open to learn. So this is my first time ever really being on a school board. I'm on a couple other boards, but this is my first time being on an actual school board, dealing with $98 million. The budget this year is $98 million. So, and they building a bunch of new stuff over there. So it's like, if I get in there, I'm stepping into a situation that's already lit already. You see what I'm saying?
Right. So everybody, this is Andrew Ayodeji, candidate for the Amityville School District, for the board member for the Amityville School District. That was my next question. There's a lot of money being pumped into Amityville. He says, do you have any experience? He just said, no, he doesn't have any experience. But he does have experience in the community. Here's the thing that I love about Aaron.
And that's the thing that they ask an experience. They got to understand the role of a school board trustee. We're the eyes and the ears of the community. It's basically community-based stuff. It's not a bunch of, you know, it is a bunch of numbers, but it's not really that. It's just really how you could communicate to your community, how you could push the agenda, the curriculum that the board has set, and push that to the community and make sure everything is completely transparent, make sure everybody understands. The problems that we have in Amityville right now also, I don't even mean to jump off topic, but since we're talking about it, is diversity with the teachers. So that's a big thing. We wanna hold a superintendent. We wanna hold them accountable by bringing in a HR thing, so we know who's being hired. We know who being hired, and we know who's going out to be interviewed. So there's no reason why you say 10 black teachers come and it's only one of them that get it. We want to know why these other 9 didn't get that. We want to know what their credentials is. We want to know where they graduated from. We want to know how they did on the interview. We want to know who they interviewed with. So like I said, it's just really accountability and knowing what's going on. So that's what my job comes into play, is just bringing awareness to the community.
Here's the beauty of Andrew. And people could ask, does he have experience? Andrew runs the Bolden Back basketball tournament along with Danny Lloyd. People, please be aware of Mr. Danny Lloyd. These two work together. They're amazing.
Absolutely.
But here's what I see, because I'm the OG out there. I'm the guy on the mic. I'm the guy pushing it to start on time, all the other nonsense. Okay? What I see is the young kids, they have the pulse of the community. So the young kids, when Suffolk County PD is expecting them to fail, the young kids respect these two young men so much that they kind of control themselves. And they kind of make sure they check for each other. They check on each other.
And that's another thing. And that's another thing. Like I said, I definitely got to send my deepest gratitude to the neighborhood, man. And I got the utmost respect for the neighborhood, because it was a lot of things going on in the neighborhood, and that could have just went left. And out of respect for, you know, just the town and the Bolden Mac Park Summer League, as you know, this is bigger than me. Miss Coleman was doing this before me. Sweets was doing this before me. I'm just somebody that happened to pick up the torch and be able to run with it. So, you know, it's a respect thing. Sweets took care of all of us. Miss Coleman took care of all of us, and that park is kind of just like a monument to the neighborhood. So, everybody would be mad if somebody was to come in there and do something crazy.
And people need to understand the history of Bolden Mac Park. This is a park where we've had NBA ballers come through.
Right.
This is a park where we have the best of the best come through this park. And you just had the park redone, correct?
Absolutely, absolutely. We got the indoor-outdoor court. They just put the rims up, and we waiting on some bleachers now. Shout out Miss Rosemarie Darren too, man. She made that happen. They wasn't gonna put the rims up until like the last week of May. She made one call. They was up. I asked about it one time. She made one call. They was up the very next day.
Okay. So now back to Amityville School District.
Right.
They're now pumping a lot of money into Amityville, refurbishing Amityville, because Amityville is an old school. It is an old school. And they're doing the gym. I just drove by the other day. I could see the framework of the gym being all put up. Okay, you're walking into a time where there's a lot of money pumped into the school. How are you going to make sure that the checks and balances is legit? How are you, if you was to be elected? And everybody should go out and vote. Go out and vote. You're voting for your tax dollar.
Right.
That's what you're voting for. You're voting for to make sure your baby gets the best education he or she can get. You're voting for to make sure the next door baby gets the best education he or she can get, so they can stay out your window stealing your flat top. That's
exactly.
Your flat screen. So it's bigger than all of us.
And all of it is public. All of it is public record. You know, when I started really getting into it and studying it and getting into the numbers, you could actually go and check all of the board meetings. You could check the numbers. You could check kind of who was there.
The minutes.
You could check into all of that. And I plan on just having transparency with the community. Notices out about board meetings. Anything involving money, 30-day notices to the town to let people know exactly what's going on. It's their money. It's only right. So that's how I plan on, holding myself accountable with the finance part. Just holding myself accountable and letting everybody see what's going on, because, you know, they deserve that.
So what is the biggest change that you think Amityville needs?
The biggest change? Definitely diversity. Definitely diversity. It's 91.3% minority, and it's 45% male minorities there. So at the end of the day, it's 10 black teachers in the whole district. It's 10 black teachers throughout the whole district, 18%. They said we rank number 4 in Suffolk County. I think that's horrible. I think that's horrendous. When I was in school, we had Miss Ettrick. Miss Ettrick was my brother's teacher. We had Miss Nelson. Mr. Nelson was my guidance counselor. That was my brother's guidance counselor. That was my sister's guidance counselor. That was my other sister's guidance counselor. We had, and I don't even want to just say, black teachers. We had Mr., Coach Agostino. That was your coach. That was my coach. We had Mr. Jackson. That was my principal. That was my brother's principal. So it was like, it was a system that was formulated. We kind of knew, what we was getting into. Mr. Jackson was a big, strong black man. We kind of feared that. So, that was like a father figure to the principal in the neighborhood. So what we're aware of.
Shout out to Jim Jackson, my assistant coach for 4 years.
Yeah, he definitely molded a lot of young men. He was aware of what was going on in the neighborhood, and I think that's what got to happen. We need to be aware of, South Amityville. They need to be aware of this. We need strong, influential figures, not just male figures, female figures too, because it's a lot of lost young women out there that could use a strong black woman, a strong white woman, a strong Latino woman to look up to. So, like I said, my biggest thing is just diversity and a reflection of the students. They gotta feel they gotta feel okay in school. They gotta feel comfortable. They gotta relate to the teachers. They gotta feel like they're wanted in the class.
So 91% of the children in Amityville are of the minority, and only 10 teachers are black.
Absolutely,
or of a minority percent.
Yeah, I believe it's 40.
So how many of those 10 are men?
45 of the teachers are men.
Of the teachers.
I'm not. They didn't even give me that number. I'm not even aware of them. How many of them are men? I just know that it's 10 African American teachers throughout the whole district.
Wow, that's incredible. I didn't know that. That's incredible.
It's definitely something that we want to shine light on. But they've been working on. They just do a diversity fair where they said they had over 100 minority teachers that they're going through the process, and they just recently added some. So they're definitely working to change the cause. But we definitely got it. We got to change that. This is Amityville, like I've been telling people. This is not. It's
and that's true. What you're saying is true. There is a disconnect, believe it or not, between the community and the school. Like when I was in Amityville, there was a strong connection between the school and the community.
Because you had parents at that time, like your moms was not playing, like your moms wasn't playing. She was at the school talking to Miss McLaren. My mom, I remember my mom's having to go to school for, and I was a kid. I remember having to go to school for Antwerp all the time, just hearing Miss McLaren name, Miss McLaren, Miss McLaren. So it was definitely.
My question to you is this: do you think that's a home issue?
Yeah, we got.
Issue, or
definitely.
Is that a school issue?
It's a little bit of both. It's a home and it's a school issue. It's a home and a school issue. It's a home and a school issue because the community is not really aware, and it's just a lot of young parents, so they kind of steered off of traditional ways of kids growing up. The community is just not really the same as you can see. It used to be kids outside 24/7 playing sports all day. It's not really like that no more. We trying to bring that aspect back, but kids is on them iPads. Kids is grown. They talking back now. The parents is coming to defend them when they talking back now. So it's just a little bit. It's a little bit different now. It's a little bit different.
So now let's talk real. We do real talk here.
Absolutely.
There is a strong gang problem.
Right.
In Amityville School District.
Right.
How are we going to try to rectify this problem?
Rectify the gangs?
Gang culture in the school.
It's gonna be hard to rectify, a gang problem when it's just, it's buzzing in the community and it's not really even the kids that's really footing the movement of that. You got a lot of adults footing the movement of the gangs. People 35, 40 years old. So it's just gonna take people like myself to really lead by example and really try to change that narrative. We got to give our kids, something else to look up to because, it's true. If around here, if you don't really make it in basketball, you don't make it in football, what are you going to do? People in North Amityville, they unaware about, Kevin Kriegel and things like that. That was an astronaut from Amityville. People ain't really tapped into that side yet. They take the easy way out and just jump straight in the streets because that's really what's right there. that's right there. That's the easiest part. And, you know, it's just a whole lifestyle that come with that. So they got to understand that part. They got to understand these young men that's going out there and making these decisions and, you know, committing these crimes. A lot of them is not eating. I was explaining that to them in South Amityville. Y'all come home to 4 square meals, and some of these dudes is not really eating, so they trying to fend for their last meal. So, you know, I'm aware of that. And I just want to really, you know, push that agenda. I want to push both agendas clean because it's not bad what's going on in Amityville school right now. They definitely push you know, they keep a tight ship, but we just want to really, you know, kind of step it up another notch with that. Like I said, the graduation rate, that's one of my goals. I want to up to 95%. It's at 75%. I feel like if you in school, there's no reason why you shouldn't graduate. I want to limit the suspensions with the black kids. Amityville was cited just for, you know, out of control suspensions with black males. So they not going to be able to graduate if they not in school. We got to look at other, you know, ways of discipline, other ways for the getting the point across and just getting them out of school. When they out of school, their parents is at work. So they outside with the older dudes. And that's when, you know, idle time. That's the part that we really got to get to, idle time. Kids pick up one of them things when they really don't have things to do. That's why the Boulder Mac thing gonna be going on all summer. We gonna have camps for them. We got cheerleading for the girls. We gonna have the old heads. It's just idle time. It's really having an ear for the kids when they don't got nothing to do, or having something for them to do when there's nothing to do. Because if they just chilling and nothing to do, is 4 or 5 of them around, then you got somebody else that got a just whole different agenda on their mind. They gonna be on his type of time. And unfortunately around here, 95% of the time they go in a negative way. So, you know, we want to change that whole narrative and get everybody on a positive type of time. I'm not perfect by any means, but I'm a work in progress, and I understand that, you know, my influence, I didn't understand my influence at the time. Now that I understand it, and it was kids really following behind what I was doing, I had to make a complete 360 and, you know, just change the narrative and lead them in a better direction.
So one of the big things, by the way, people, this is Andrew Ayodeji, school board, running for the Amityville District School Board. I'm sorry, Amityville District School Board. He's running as a candidate. He also runs the Boulder Mac basketball tournament in the summer along with Dan Lloyd. And he's here. He's running. He needs your votes. He needs your vote. So don't sit here and complain, people. You can't sit at home and complain. You can't talk about what the school is not doing for you, or how Miss So-and-so is not teaching your child. If you're sitting at home and sitting on your hands, here's an opportunity for you to make a change. Here's an opportunity for you to have a voice. So you can't sit at home, people, and then talk about what they ain't doing when you ain't doing. So now, one of the things that is happening, not just Amityville, but a lot of schools, is the financial cutbacks. And usually they cut back, the first area they cut back is the security. I know when we went to school, we had something called truancy officers. That these people made sure you went to school, like your attendance was important. All too often, I'm a grown man, I see kids 12 noon, 1 in the afternoon, 10 in the morning.
You know,
at a deli.
At that time, when
they
you
should be in school.
Absolutely. At that time when you was going to school, the demographic of the neighborhood was a lot different, and they was more worried about kids on the street with that block being up over there. So it was like mandatory that they had to have that. They had to have that type of you know, stuff going on up there, because kids was just leaving school getting money. They wasn't really
very true. Didn't think of that.
They wasn't worried about school at all at that time. Like I'm sure I didn't look back that far, but I'm sure if you look into the graduation rate and the dropout rate at that time, it was crazy.
So now we also have a very high Hispanic population.
Yeah, it's growing. They're the biggest population in that school.
Yes, and it's growing. So now they also have their gang culture, and some of them don't come from undocumented families, and they also come from poverty, and they also only speak one language. How are we trying to reach those people?
Again, just with diversity, like I said, a reflection of the students. Like I said, when we speaking of minorities, we're not just talking about black people. We talk about getting Spanish people involved, and the only way that they gonna really learn and, you know, being able to, you know, digest everything that's being thrown at them. A lot of these people are, you know, definitely illegal, documented. They new in the country, and they just being thrown in a situation. And you know how kids are in school. They cruel, they teasing you. You don't know how to talk. And these, and you know the Latinos, the Hispanics, they be on a different type of time. The MS-13 and all of that. You know, it's the grace of God. We don't really got that problem in Amityville. You know, with the Spanish gangs and stuff like that. They kind of just, you know, stay out the way and do their own thing. But you know, it's definitely important to you know, include them and just have somebody you know, from that culture, from that race at the table, so they understand, they see, they can relate, they feel a part. We got to make people feel a part. That's the problem. Like, it's a North Amityville thing, South Amityville thing, Spanish people over there. It's, you know, it's segregated. What I was telling McVitie, your homegirl, I was telling her, you know, this is good that this happened. All of this, you know, people tearing up your signs, people saying this person did it, this person did it. It's creating a dialogue now that we never really had the opportunity to talk about. It's just like, we ain't going over there, they ain't coming over here. Now it's something to talk about. Now they invited to Boulder Mac Park. They're going to have floor seats this summer. So we want to bring that whole element to this side. We want to make them feel comfortable over here. That's why, you know, the landscape of the park was big. I want when people come in the park, they feel comfortable. They see it. They can sit down. There's no garbage all over the place. There's no drug needles or weed bags on the floor. None of that. It's clean. We cleaning up the park every time we in there.
And let me tell you something. When everybody leaves that park at 10 p.m., 11 p.m., Drew and Danny are definitely in that park cleaning up all the garbage that y'all decided to throw on the ground.
Shout out my man Daddy too, man. Shout out my man Daddy. Yo, no, you know, this summer, this what Boulder Mac did to me, man. It took it all the way off, man. It took it all the way off.
I saw that going as soon as you turned 29. And I was wondering what you was
doing. He said I saw it going, he said I saw it going when you turned 29. I was trying to figure out what you was going to do about it.
It looks sharp right now. So now, listen, the hood loves you.
Yeah.
The hood loves you, but the hood, the hood has to show you they love you. They can't tell you they love you.
Yeah.
They have to go out and vote.
Right.
And I'm telling you, it's always been a problem for North Amityvilleans to go out and vote.
Absolutely.
How are you going to get these people to the polls?
We gonna have some.
Get these people to the polls?
We gonna have some that day. We gonna have some vans going through the neighborhood. We gonna try to have a little event.
Explain to them. Do they have to be registered?
Absolutely, you got to be registered.
Do they have to be a resident of Amityville?
Yes, resident of Amityville.
You have to be a resident of Amityville to go vote for Andrew. So don't come in with your wine dance address talking about you want to vote for Andrew. It don't work like that.
Right.
Now, truth be told, there are more people in North Amityville than there is in South Amityville.
Yeah, I've been looking at the
numbers.
But
there were more registered voters in South Amityville than it is in North Amityville.
I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say it's more registered voters. Everybody in North Amityville kind of registered to vote. You know, they registered. It's just that they not coming out to vote. All their kids is in school. They in, you know, certain people in certain programs. All of their information is documented. They take care of all of that when you go to them different type of spots. They be registered. They just don't go out to vote.
Okay.
But I got I got the numbers. I attacked almost every door. I still didn't finish every door, but the people that voted, I hit their door. The people that usually go out to vote, the people that's registered to vote, I hit their door, or they got mail in their mailbox. So, you know,
so what's the plan to get these people to the polls?
We gonna have our own bus in that day, and we gonna make it like an event. We gonna promote it like an event. It gotta go down. We gonna promote it like an event. It gotta go down.
Okay, because you know, if you get some chicken, a rapper and a DJ there, you good money, my nigga.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why I said we making it like an event, man. I can't lose, man. I can't lose. The competitive part is coming out of me now, so I can't lose.
Okay.
I'm gonna take it to heart if I lose.
Okay, one more thing before we go. This is kind of a touchy subject for me.
Right.
Because Mrs. McVitie, I love her like cooked food.
Mm-hmm.
I love her like cooked food. This is a good woman.
Right.
And you happen to be running against Miss McVitie. But you are family.
Right.
You are family. There's no two ways about it. I love you. You're like my little brother.
Right.
Okay? There was a little incident with her signs.
Right.
Okay? And she even called me about it. And
right.
I explained to her, I said, listen, Drew don't operate like that.
Right.
That's not how Drew operates. He's not going to do anything like that. So I want you to reassure everybody that you are a man of integrity and you're going to run a clean campaign, win, lose, or draw.
Absolutely. Definitely a clean campaign. And, I apologized on a couple different occasions for that happening to to Laura. And I had the opportunity to meet her parents this past Monday and Tuesday at the Meet the Candidates event. And I expressed my sympathy that had to happen. It's politics. That's a dirty game. That happens a lot. But, unfortunately, her family was kind of thrown in the midst of it. A lot of people was kind of thrown in the midst of it. There was a lot going on. It got personal, and it just got kind of carried away. And, like I said, the beauty out of that whole thing was that it created a dialogue. But definitely, I ain't have nothing to do with that. I ain't even know nothing about it. She had signs in the neighborhood, on Great Neck Road in Albany, and nobody touched them. That was like over there by the Sunoco. So, I definitely ain't had nothing to do with it.
Well, this is why people, we can't get emotional. Because once you get emotional, then your credibility is lost.
Absolutely.
Credibility is lost. You can't get emotional. You taking a sign out Miss McVitie sign out the ground doesn't help Drew.
Right.
No one helps Drew. You
going out to vote. Going out to vote. The same energy you put out there to tear that sign up is the same energy you could go in there and push that.
Some of y'all rode a bike to them signs. Some of y'all jumped in the car, hopped out the car, took a sign. If you drive one more mile down, you at the voting poll.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So where are the voting polls going to be? So everybody knows where to go vote.
It's 2 locations, and they go by your address. The South Amityville side and the East Massapequa side. Some of the East Massapequa side, pardon me. The South Amityville side and some of the East Massapequa side are going to Amityville High School. The North Amityville side and some of the East Massapequa side are at Northeast on Albany Avenue.
Okay, so North Amityville is at Northeast.
Northeast,
and
yeah.
South Amityville and East Massapequa
at the high school.
At the high school.
Right,
so
right.
Also know where you're going to vote. That is very important. You're going to go somewhere and vote, and your vote's not going to count. So know where you're going to vote based on your address.
Right.
Please know that. Listen, my man. I'm proud of you, bro.
I appreciate you, big bro. I appreciate you. You know that. I appreciate you.
I'm proud of you. I think you gave everybody your game plan. You're going to be transparent. You're worried about diversity. You're worried about education. You're worried about the sports aspect. Listen, what more can we ask for? And again, people, please, you can't complain. You can't complain if you don't do what you're supposed to do.
And I want to leave you with this, No. It's people asking, why am I running, right? My thing is, why not? Why not? We running with that whole theory throughout this whole campaign is why not? Like I said, I'm 30 years old. The seniors that are in high school now.
Hold on, say that again.
I'm 30 years old.
30.
The seniors that were
30.
The seniors that are in high school now. When I was a senior, they was 5 years old. So it's a little, they still get it. They still understand.
You need some youth on that school board.
Exactly.
I'm a younger voice.
I'm a lifelong resident of here. I'm a high school graduate from here. I'm a college graduate from here. I understand the town. I understand the community, and I definitely think I could push the, the agenda that they got over there. I definitely feel I could push the agenda. and be completely transparent with South Amityville and North Amityville.
Exactly. So now let's talk about real quick Bolden Mac basketball tournament. Last year, Bolden Mac was popping.
Right.
It was Long Island Rucker. Let's call it what it is.
Right.
Long Island Rucker.
Right.
Now, what are we going to do to make it better?
Just getting more organized, man. It's gonna be our third year, the
Whoa!
first year.
Say that again. Oh,
Getting
that
more,
felt good. That
getting more,
felt good to my ears, boy.
getting more organized. Just getting more organized. This our third year. Our first year we was very unorganized. I feel like I was, I'm my biggest critic. I felt like we was very unorganized. You was on my back every day, yo, Drew. When we starting this, where's Drew? Where's Drew? So, that year I felt like we was unorganized, but people seen the vision. This year, this past summer that we had, I tried to clean the park up a little bit. I did the park over, I painted it. It wasn't like it is now. I painted it. I tried to change the landscape, for what I could do. And the uniforms, I put a real emphasis on the uniforms, like how the park looked and how the tournament looked. So we still was a little unorganized. So right now I got the organization. That's number one on my on my priority list with it. And I feel like the third time is the charm this year, 3. I feel like we're gonna bring all of that together, and it's gonna be one of the biggest things in New York, not just Long Island, like in New York.
In New York.
New York.
And let me tell you, people. Here's the most impressive thing for me. Amityville gets this black eye, this bad connotation of being rough and being bad and being violent. I honestly can say I haven't seen one violent incident in 3 years in that park.
Right.
With this tournament.
Right.
Not one violent incident. And the Goonie Goons be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's be clear on that. They be there.
Yeah.
And I'm out there talking shit. And guess what? They're like, yo, that's what he do. That's what he do.
You home in there, man. You know.
So much respect for Dan Lloyd, for Drew. And I see that you're getting April Smith involved.
Yo, she's amazing, man.
Is she the best or what?
Amazing. I wouldn't be able to, move the way I move without, a lot of April's help. And Danny, man. Like Danny and April. Really, I don't even want to say really to make it seem like, but they're
amazing people.
Amazing, man. I don't even know where to begin.
Amazing people. April Smith comes on to the show a lot, so people know who she is.
Yeah.
But Dan is amazing. Dan does all these guest speeches and all throughout on Long Island. Another thing I see is you are getting heavily involved with the politics of Suffolk County.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I just been building relationships. I was blessed to have a friend like Danny that already had these relationships through his father, and it was just genuine. Them guys, Rich Schaefer, Anthony Minetta, Tony Martinez, and a lot of them I knew. Like Miss Gordon, that's the councilwoman. She was my teacher when I was in school. So it was just real genuine. They like me. They see that I'm just, I'm being me. I'm authentic, and I wasn't interested in politics. I guess that's why I was just, I was me. I wasn't really,
right.
I wasn't trying to put on the front or anything like that. So it's just a good relationship. It's a real good relationship. I appreciate the town. They did a lot for Bolden Mac Park, and the process of that. They gave us proclamations. They redid the park. They putting bleachers in there right now as we speak. It's definitely a good situation with them. Definitely.
How many teams you got this year?
This how we doing it. We having a Bolden Mac Youth League. That's gonna be like ages 8 to 10. 11 to 13, and 13 to 15. It's gonna be a cutoff. We're gonna have like a draft. That's gonna be like for the neighborhood, because it'd be kids running around with nothing to do, because we only had like teams coming. So we're gonna situate that. We're gonna have a varsity division of men. We're gonna have 8 teams for that. We're gonna have a varsity division of women. We're gonna have 8 teams for that. For the men's, I got 10. I want to cut it off, but I'm getting more. So I think I want to cut it off at 12. I don't want to have it too out of control. I want to cut it off at 12. Right now I got 10, and I got like 3 or 4 pending, but I want serious, serious teams that's going to come out there every weekend and kind of compete. So You know, we had 11 teams right now, and I got like 2 or 3 more pending. So I'm debating on whether I want to keep it at 10 or I want to push it to 12.
And what's the registration fee?
The registration fee is $800 for the men, $700 for high school, and we working right now. Probably like $25 for the kids if we ain't gonna do. I'm trying to situate it to where I can make it free for the kids, but probably like $25. Y'all just pay for y'all shirt and lunch throughout the whole summer.
And what comes with it with the $800? You get a uniform, correct?
You get a uniform. You get a trophy at the end of the thing. Your stats is gonna be posted up on the website. We working on a cash pot right now. We giving out MVP awards. We giving out special prizes. You know, backpacks, all of that. We take care.
And bring your game right, because the voice is gonna be bumping his gums. So have your game right. Have your socks right.
That's a fact.
Your sneakers right. Don't come out there with red weed socks. That is not basketball apparel. Have your hair cut right. Don't come out there looking nutty.
Yo,
Don't
what you
come out
call
there
them?
looking crazy.
What you call them?
Now,
Asked
let
about
me
you
tell
too.
you
I
something.
ran into her, bossy. She asked about you. She said she needs you there in the park, man, regularly. She said you be in and out too much.
No. You know I coach football. I'm working on that schedule. I'm working on getting that schedule right. But please, people, come looking proper, because I got jokes. I don't care if your mama's there. I don't care if your girl is there. And yes, last year the scenery was very nice with your ladies.
Yeah, he said last year the
scenery
scenery
has
was
stepped
very
up.
nice with the ladies.
The scenery has stepped up. There's some ugly dudes out there with a lot of proper like women. I'm impressed. Look, Big Rocco said he's security, so act right. Big Rocco said he's security, so
That's a
act
fact.
right.
The people's champ. Shout out Rock Peterson, man.
Yes, so act right, the people's champ. And the voice is going to be on your neck. Don't miss a dunk. Don't get dunked on. Don't get your shot thrown in the stands. We got to have stands. Don't get your shot thrown in the stands, because I'm putting it right on social media. I got an Instagram page popping. I got a Facebook page popping. I got a Twitter page popping. Be right when you come out there, because I got jokes.
That's a
And
fact.
I got security with my man Big Rocco. So I'm home, baby. I'm good.
Oh,
man. I'm
man.
proud of you, my man.
Yo, big bro, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for having me, man. I love you.
I'm proud of you doing such big things. Yo, I'm pulling for you. Amityville, go vote. Go vote. Vote or shut up.
Absolutely.
Vote or shut up.
Absolutely. The 22nd, we opening up. June 1st, Amityville Day. We bringing back the dance competition. We having this the first time we having it in years. We having a Long Island versus Long Island basketball game June 1st. Slam dunk contest, 3-point contest, Nassau versus Suffolk, high school girls, high school boys, unlimited game, man. Come out. We having a good time. Family, friends, good vibes, no violence, funnel cakes, good food, everything. Come out.
Oh, good food, too. Good food, too. I maintained a lot of my figure out there. Now, one more thing. What day is the vote? What day do people have to go out and vote?
Tuesday, May 21st. May 21st.
May 21st.
Mm-hmm.
North Amityville, you're at Northeast.
Yep.
South Amityville,
High school.
Eastern Massapequa, you're at the high school. May 21st. When time do the polls close?
They open up. They close at 9. They close at 9.
9 p.m.
9
They
p.m.
open up at what time?
I want to say 7 to 9, all morning.
Okay, so you have 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. If you want to vote before you go to work, go vote.
Absentee ballots as well. If y'all going out of town on vacation or anything like that, you could vote now and put your vote in. Absentee ballots as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got absentee ballots. If you're going on vacation, you ain't going to be in the Ville. You can put in an absentee ballot. So
Yeah.
listen, there's no excuse.
Right.
There's no excuse. Shut up or vote.
Right.
Period.
Also,
Shut up
no,
or vote.
this summer.
Don't be talking about what this so-and-so is doing if you ain't going to get out there and vote. I don't want to hear you.
Absolutely. This summer, too, we having a pop-up shop all summer at Boulder Mac. The Boulder Mac merch, shorts, slippers, socks, everything. We got Boulder Mac merch. This is our latest item right here, man. I got to show y'all this good quality slippers right here. These house shoes, good money. So,
Okay,
we here.
and let me say this. I'm in Bayshore, and I went to the barbershop, and I'll be damned if I ain't see Bolden Mac basketball shirts. I was like, what? How the hell this woman got a hoodie and I don't? Now, I know Drew is mad that a nigga need a 6X hoodie. But, you know, that 6X hoodie I need in my life. Let's get this 6X hoodie popping.
I got
all the T-shirts. I even saw one T-shirt bedazzled.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, we got those. We got those running around. Those is the championship edition shirts, man. We got those running around right now. So everybody chewing them up, man. It's a hot thing. We gonna have a pop-up shop this summer. All of the stuff gonna be there.
Okay. So May 21st, 7
May 21st to vote.
PM, go vote. Go vote for Andrew Ayodeji for the board member at Amityville School District. Go vote or shut up.
Absolutely.
Again, bro, I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work. I got your back all the time. Can't nobody say nothing slick about you. I've known you since you was a baby. I've known you when you was in the driveway with no laces in your Reeboks and no lotion on your legs. I've known you a long time. You're my guy. Okay? And I love you. Keep up the good work. He's no longer there. He froze. My guy. That's my guy, Andrew Ayodeji. I'm so proud of him. He's doing big things in the hood. People, go vote or shut up. Go vote or shut up. Andrew Ayodeji. Transparency. And what's the other one we look? Diversity. Diversity amongst the educators. Diversity amongst the educators is a big thing. Amityville is a very diverse community, believe it or not. It's very diverse. I went to school with Laura McVitie, Billy Mizell, Brian Benedict, Michael Benedict. I went to school with them, and they were good people to me. What? Mikey B is my man. Trust and believe. Robert Muir. That's my guy. Danny Pollock. Those are my peoples. Bob Eubank. Although Bob Eubank was the one white boy who lived in North Amityville. Harold Reichelt. Those are my guys. Don't get it twisted. Laura McVitie is my girl. I love her. That's my sister. Laura McVitie is my sister. But it's about time that Amityville gets a younger voice. A younger voice. They need a younger voice. And they need a black voice. The school is 91.3% minority. 91.3% minority. I think they had one board member who is black. So it's time, people. It's time. I wish I lived in Amityville so I could make my vote, but I don't live in Amityville. But that is my alma mater. And it's time to make a change. It's time to make a change. So Amityville, you have to do your part. You have to do your part, and talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. Do your part. And your part is easy. Get up off your behind. Put on that frock, that Juicy Couture sweatsuit, and go vote. And if you don't vote, then you can't say anything. This is different from voting for the president. Because this directly affects you. This directly affects you. See, I don't believe the presidency directly affects us. That's big business. Presidency is big business.
This directly affects your home. This directly affects your children. Change is good. It's a part of life. That's a fact. And all too often, and I'm going to say this and I'm going to be done. All too often, people are seeing black people, seeing people in minority fight against each other, hate each other, dislike each other, not build each other up, not help each other, not keep each other standing. All too often, they see us tear each other down. They put it on the news when we tear each other down. Oh, no, you got to make a stand today, baby. You got to change that way of thinking today. Amityville, you got to go vote. You got to go vote because they're waiting for you to tear him down. They're waiting for you to tear that man down. Don't tear that man down. Build that man up every single day. Because when your back is turned, when you're at work, when you're doing whatever, and your baby's in the park, guess what? We got our eyes on your baby. Hold on. That's Danae, baby. He valid. He don't even mess with him. Yo, hold on. That's Rocco's baby. That's Big Rock, baby. Nah. We're not doing that. That's how we give it up. So again, all too often, they love to see us tear each other down. Now it's time to build each other up, especially Andrew Ayodeji. So go vote for Andrew Ayodeji, next school board member at Amityville High School, Amityville School District. And don't forget, be in that park. Boulder Back Park is going to be popping this summer. It's going to be fun. Brand new park. Let's get it popping. Now the Knicks. You already know that's how I'm giving up, no doubt. Now the Knicks. Listen. There is bad luck in the Knicks. I think we need a Haitian woman to go in there with a James Dolan doll and exorcise all demons out of Madison Square Garden. Because the biggest demon in Madison Square Garden is that goddamn James Dolan. James Dolan, don't tell me nothing about, the ping pong balls this, the ping pong balls that. I just come to the conclusion, after thinking about this more and more, that guess what? The NBA higher-ups don't want James Dolan to succeed. They don't want James Dolan to succeed. He's an idiot. James Dolan is the black cat that's running around in Madison Square Garden. We have to protest, people. Just like you have to go vote for Andrew Ayodeji tomorrow, on May 21st. May 21st, you have to vote for that man. We have to do something as Knicks fans because this is becoming ridiculous. I don't want people to think that we shitting on R.J. Barrett. I don't want people to think that. But the Knicks, we can't. Listen, I'm 48. The last time the Knicks won a championship, I was 2 years old. Am I going to see a Knicks championship? That's a question that I ask myself on a regular basis. Am I going to see a Knicks or a Jets championship? Sharice Powell Williams, my cousin. My long-distance cousin, my long-lost cousin. I'm surprised she on here because my cousin will disappear on your ass. She high yellow anyway. She will be like Casper on your ass so fast. I'm surprised she on here. But golly, the Knicks can't. The Knicks after the Lakers got picked, the Knicks were had the highest percentage at that point to get the #1 spot, and they got the #3 spot. They couldn't even get the #2 spot. Listen, why Adam Silver? Why Adam Silver? You ain't tell these people, listen. We got to keep this New York Madison Square Garden popping. We can make a ton of money off of this. Send the boy to the Garden. Now, Zion Williamson,
You got to pull a Kobe Bryant. You got to do everything. Go read up on Kobe Bryant and see how he got to Charlotte. See how he got out of Charlotte. You got, if you really want to be in New York, Zion, if you really want to be in New York, Zion Williamson, I hope somebody gets this to you, Zion Williamson. I hope somebody knows somebody that knows somebody that can get this to you, Zion Williamson. Go Google Kobe Bryant, a.k.a. K-Bab, and see how he got out of Charlotte to go to L.A. Because you're in the same situation, sir. You're in the same situation, sir. Volume. My volume? You need to turn my volume up? My volume's good. I think RJ Barrett's gonna be a bust. Here's my problem with RJ Barrett. Here's my problem with RJ Barrett. Okay, let me read a little bit. You already know how I'm giving it up, no doubt. No other community with a dominant race has to beg their people to go vote. It makes no sense. Miss Santos held it down for years. That's a fact. That's a fact. Mike King, that is a most certain fact. Sharice, I'm shitting on RJ Barrett. I think RJ Barrett's going to be a bust. Here's my problem. Ali Kretz, what's up? Volume. I would love Ja. So would I. Rumor that Zion threatening to go back to Duke. That's not how it works. He can't go back to Duke. That's not how it works. Once you commit, you're in. Lloyd Jones, what's up? But as I was saying, here's my problem with RJ Barrett. When Zion Williamson went down, I was expecting to see RJ Barrett go off. I was expecting to see RJ Barrett go off when Zion Williamson went down. He didn't exactly go off. He didn't exactly go off. So that tells me that RJ Barrett is not an alpha dog. He's not an alpha dog. He reminds me of a poor man's Jalen Rose. I an alpha dog in the beginning. I truly did. But RJ Barrett is not that guy, people. RJ Barrett is in desperate need of Kevin Durant, and I say Kemba Walker. I don't like Kyrie. I don't like Kyrie Irving. I think Kyrie Irving is an idiot. I think he plays loser basketball. I think he's the type of guy who wants the goddamn ball all the time, and he's a loser. He just plays a losing style of basketball. Look, the Celtics went to the goddamn finals last year without him. They can't get out the second round with him. And Rozier is talking big shit. Congratulations, Rozier. Congratulations. You mean to tell me that team went further without him? They get him back. He's supposed to be the man, and they get knocked out in the second round? They got swept. Kyrie Irving plays a losing style of basketball. I told y'all years ago, I told y'all when he left, the biggest mistake he's going to make is leaving LeBron James. Because you must understand that Kyrie Irving wasn't shit until LeBron James got there. Kyrie Irving stays hurt. He can't handle that work. He can't handle the media. And don't forget, please don't forget, he had an incident with a young lady. He couldn't even control that heifer. I'm in VA, and Barrett is a bust. Hell, I believe you. Hey, big guy, do you think Jets will trade Bell? No GM don't like him. Bell ain't going nowhere. Bell ain't going nowhere. Adam Gates, I know this, Lloyd. Adam Gates needs to shut his goddamn mouth. Don't alienate Boyd. You ain't even what? Oh, don't alienate Bell. Don't alienate Bell. Gates, shut up. Shut your mouth, Gates. How is he the GM? How is is he the coach of the GM? He barely handles coaching. Just shut up and coach. RJ shot 25 times a night and played a lot of bully ball. That's not going to fly in the league. That is a fact, Dre Lazo. That's a very astute observation. He played a lot of bully ball. He played a lot of, I'm going to just take you to the racket because I'm taking you to the rack because I'm long and I'm left-handed. When teams forced him right, he had major problems. He ain't going to be able to do that against the Greek Freak. Greek Freak going to throw that shit in the first round. Eagles, please. What's up, boss? We need to sign Dame. We can't sign Dame. We can't sign Dame's under contract. We can't. People, please, when you come on here, don't make all types of weird trades and stuff. You can't sign Dame. Dame's under contract. You got to make a trade for Dame. Now, they're talking about possibly trading this number 3 pick to the Pelicans, rejoining, which will rejoin Barrett and Zion Williamson for AD. But you need more than just Barrett for AD. So who else are the Knicks willing to give up for AD? And if the Knicks make that trade, hello, Kyrie and Kemba, I hope Kemba, because I can't stand Kyrie. Kemba and Kevin Durant are coming to town. Now, does Kevin Durant really have the more I hear about this, the more I'm annoyed. Because a calf muscle pull is a 2-week injury at best. So I see him back by game 3. Maybe game 4. It depends. It also depends on how Golden State is playing. Let's say Golden State gets out the gate 2-0. Oh, he ain't coming back to game 4. But that's a 2-week to 3-week injury. How do I know? Because I had the same injury. And that injury sucks. Because every time you take a step, it hurts, and you can't do shit about it. So is KD going to come back? And the more I hear about this Achilles shit, it annoys the shit out of me. And even if he has an Achilles injury, God damn it, New York Knicks, you better sign him. Darius Garland might be the sleeper of the draft. He's a beast. Sat out after he got hurt early in the season. Darius Garland, is that the kid from Vanderbilt? Nolan. Dre Lazo. Darius Garland, that's the kid from Vanderbilt? Which kid is that? Because I get them all mixed up. Okay, my bad. But we need to get some untapped talent and stop giving it away. That's a fact. Huh? That's the kid from Vanderbilt? Darius Garland. Oh, yes, that's the kid from Vanderbilt. Okay. Here's my problem with kids from Vanderbilt. Tell me the last baller that came from Vanderbilt. Tell me the last baller that came from Vanderbilt. And I saw him play once or twice. He was dominant when he played. The one time I saw him play, 2 times, I think I saw him play twice. He was dominant when he played. But he's coming from Vanderbilt. He's coming from Vanderbilt. No, listen, you got to take R.J. Barrett. He's the safest pick at the number 3 spot. Here's the rumor, too, that your boy John Morant is very small and very weak. They said he only benches 145 pounds. That's a problem. That's a problem. Him benching only 145 pounds is a problem when he got to go play Westbrook and Damon Lillard and even John Wall. These are problems. That's a problem. The point guard from Milwaukee, Drew Holiday. When you got to play those guys, you only bench 145 pounds. That's a problem. Wait, Zion has yet to sign an agent, has option to return to Duke. Oh, he does have the option. He does have the option. Okay. He does have the option. Interesting. But Ja Morant, the rumor is he's very small and he's very weak. He got to grow. That's all good. Yeah, I agree. Because you know what? You know what player came in very weak? Could bench 135 pounds. You know what player came in very weak? His name is Kevin Durant. When he came into the league, he was very weak. Durant benched Mike Light. Durant benched Mike Light. That don't mean nothing. Oh, I don't think it means anything too. I think Golden State still gonna bust Portland ass, especially after last night. Especially after last night. Portland is overmatched. Not overmatched at the guards, but overmatched up front. They couldn't do nothing with Draymond Green. And some of y'all gonna look at, oh, Draymond Green only had like 10 points. He can't do shit with Draymond Green. Draymond Green's all over the place. Klay Thompson is so much bigger than the other guy. They couldn't do shit with him. And then never mind Steph Curry. When Steph Curry cooking, whoa! When Steph Curry cooking, whoa! Look out! Steph Curry's special. Steph, I don't see nothing. Steph, even on his bad nights, he's special. Curry can't bench 100 pounds now, but that ball goes in. Oh, Curry, maybe in the beginning, but Curry's body's a little different now. Look closely at Curry. Curry's body a little different now. But you're right. He was weak when he came into the league. So Ja Morant, is he going? I think he'll be special, but it's going to take some time with Ja Morant. I think you have to put Ja Morant around another guard that can win. That's why I think you got to. Ja Morant needs to go to a good team. And who got the second pick? Memphis. That might work for him because Conley is still there. I said that right. Memphis, right? Yeah, Memphis got the second pick. We can try Clay, but he ain't going nowhere. Clay ain't going nowhere. Clay just put Durant out the door. Clay put Durant out the door in that Houston series. He said to the owner, listen, let him go. We going to be okay. And I don't understand why y'all thought Clay wasn't going to come play. A lot of y'all thought, oh, Clay ain't good enough. Do y'all remember Clay? Do y'all remember what Klay Thompson was? Y'all wildin'. Klay Thompson is a dog, people. But the Knicks. Our best bet is to hope Kevin Durant comes to town. Healthy. If Kyrie goes to Brooklyn, I'm good with that. Kyrie talking about going to Brooklyn, I'm good with that. Kyrie ain't going to LA. Let's be clear on that, people. Kyrie ain't going to LA. And I'm telling you, that LeBron trade could be real, people. LeBron trade can be real. Number 3 pick, Knox. Would you trade the number 3 pick, Knox, and let's see, I don't know, Knox and who else? Moutier? Would you trade the number 3? No. Would you trade the number 3 pick, Knox and Smith, for LeBron James? Come on, people. Talk to me. Would we trade Knox, Smith, and the 3rd pick for LeBron James? Come on, people. Talk to me. Tell me. If Memphis gets Ja, that means Conley will be available. I don't know about that. I don't know about Conley being available if they get Ja. They might ask Conley to groom him. But I'm asking a question. Hell no. Hell no. In a heartbeat. Okay, Damon Adams is a real thing. That's my brother. Big Bolo. That's a real Knicks fan. Steve-O Walters, you just came on here with some old foul shit talking about go Eagles. So I can't trust you. I can't trust you. But LeBron, some say LeBron James is up in age. He's 34 years old. Who keeps his body in impeccable condition. So the number 3 pick, Smith and Knox for LeBron James, I'd do that in a minute. Nope, LeBron has a couple of years left. Chauncey, LeBron has about 5 years left. Fuck what you heard. Stop listening to that ESPN shit. LeBron got at least 5 years left. At least 5. But if you get LeBron, does that mean Kevin Durant doesn't come? If you get LeBron, does that mean no Durant? That's the other question. And we still got a back slot left. Yes. Okay, now, because, you know, Kevin Durant has said that he doesn't want to play with LeBron James. He's made that he's vocalized that. Does that mean if we get LeBron, does he not come with Kevin Durant? Or does Kevin Durant not come? I think we need to, Kevin Durant will not come. See, I disagree. I agree with Ricky Chavis. I agree with Ricky Chavis. I think everything has to be in on Kevin Durant before you even look at LeBron. Get Kevin Durant here first, then check with Kevin Durant and see if he's okay with LeBron coming. I think that's how you have to play it. I think Kyrie Irving doesn't play winning basketball, so I don't want him here. I think Kemba Walker does. And if you think that Kemba Walker is a second-tier star compared to Kyrie Irving, who's an upper-tier star, you need to do your homework. You need to do your homework. The difference between Kyrie and Kemba Walker is Kyrie plays in Boston, Kemba plays in Charlotte. That's the difference. Otherwise, I'll take Kemba over Kyrie every day. Durant wants his own. KD ain't coming if LeBron comes. See? Ryan just said it. And I believe what Ryan is saying, I believe is accurate. KD wants his own. Wishful thinking, Noel Epps. You play NBA. I never played NBA 2K in my life, in my mind. Kemba and Durant. Yeah. Kemba and Durant. I think that needs to happen. But the black cat in Madison Square Garden, is James Dolan. James Dolan needs to go. I can't stand I can't stand the man. He's petty. He's an asshole. I can't stand him. LeBron has become a diva. LeBron will kill a team if he doesn't get his way. Chauncey, stop saying that. What shows you that LeBron kills teams? LeBron, this is the first time in 9 years that LeBron has missed the playoffs. What shows you that LeBron has killed teams? Stop saying that. It sounds ridiculous. This is the first time LeBron's missed the playoffs. And it's the first time he was injured ever in his career. Stop saying that. It sounds ridiculous. I don't understand how people say that. The first time you fall, or you fall all the time. How does that work? How does that work? LeBron is the first time LeBron has missed did I say the playoffs? Yeah, the playoffs. Yes, first time he missed the playoffs in 9 years. I think he went to 8 straight championships or something like that. What are we talking about? If as a Knicks fan, if you could tell me I'm going to make the champion, I'm going to make the playoffs for the next 9 years, I'm good. I'm happy with that. If you could tell me I'll be in a championship game for the next 8 years, oh, I'm ecstatic as a Knicks fan. Tell me, ask me as a Knicks fan. No, would you be happy if you made the playoffs for the next 9 years and made the championship for the next 8? Hell yeah! Who says LeBron is a team killer? LeBron changed the NBA. He has definitely changed the NBA. He's changed the business of the NBA. But let's stop with the notion that LeBron kills teams. He is the team. We sound ridiculous when we say shit like that. And then let's stop with the LeBron is the biggest flopper in the league after we just saw Chris Paul and James Harden just sweep the floor with their bodies for 6 games. We're going to stop that notion too. LeBron is the biggest flopper. When you just watch James Harden and Chris Paul just lay on the floor for 6 goddamn games. We're going to stop that this year too. Last but not least, as most people know, I coach semi-pro football. And there's a big issue in semi-pro football. And it hurts teams, it hurts leagues, and it hurts players. And you have some players who think they're elite and who think, they can do pretty much what they want because they pay to play. You pay to play, yes, but nobody has to take your money. And we have this thing in semi-pro football called double duty players, meaning they play on 2 different teams in the same season. And you got leagues. And let's do this. You got teams that will sell their soul to win. They will sell their soul to win so much they will have a player who will come to them and say, listen, you're my second team. I'll come to you when my first team ain't playing. Or I'll come to you on big games. It won't even pay on top of it. And you got players and some coaches who are out here talking about, saying the dumbest shit. I pay to play, so I can do what the hell I want to do. No, that's not how it works. You pay to put gas. You pay for gas in your car. That don't mean you can drive it wherever the hell you want. These players don't have enough foresight to understand how detrimental it is to the league, to teams, and to players. So let's start with the league. When you have double duty in a league, see, the league's job is to make sure that all the games are played fair and square. You get your money's worth. But when you have a team that whole roster or more than 50% of their roster are double duty players, and they have a big game at another field, you will forfeit a game because of double duty players. They don't think your game is important enough to come play. Or they don't think your team's important enough to go play. Or, God forbid, you're 0-3. You get out the gate 0-3. You get out the gate 0-4. They won't come play. So now the league loses money. The league loses money because the league, they still got to pay for the referees. They still got to pay for the field. Team loses money because they're paying for the travel. These players don't have enough foresight, or they're so selfish that they don't even care. This is the last time I'm addressing this. So they always want to say, Noel Epps is crying about double duty players. No, I'm not crying about double duty players. I know how to run a league. And I know what works for a league. I played in a softball league. A very good softball league. A very competitive softball league. And when guys thought the grass was greener on the other side, they left. But they wind up coming back all the time. So when these football players talk about, we want to play, we want double duty. We want double duty. Why do they want double duty, may you ask? They want double duty because it's a selfish act. They don't give a fuck about how detrimental it is to the league. And they go, well, if there's no players, there's no league. Hello, if there's no league, there's no players. So what are you talking about? And they constantly say, Noel Epps is crying. No, Noel Epps ain't crying. Noel Epps trying to save your league. That's number one. Number two, when you have if you eliminate double duty players, they always talk about competition. We want the best competition. We want the best competition. No, you don't. No, you don't want the best competition. If you are okay with all the players accumulating on all the good players accumulating on one team, you don't want competition. Stop lying to yourself. You full of shit. You don't want competition. You're trying to weaken the competition by taking all the players. If there was a rule that every team had to have 53 players, every team has to have 53 players, and you couldn't have 70-player rosters, 80-player rosters. There's teams with 70 players on the roster, 80 players on the roster. 80 players on a roster. And they're talking about how does this help hurt competition? How does this hurt competition? If you get at a level of 50, those other 30 players got to go to other teams if they want to play. That helps competition. Double duty does not help competition. It kills competition. It's a competition killer. So when you talk about, oh, I want competition, no, you don't. Not if you're a double duty player. Stop lying to yourself. Also, if you have a team with no double duty players and you have 53 guys, we're going to see who the real coaches are. We're going to see who the real coaches are and who the recruiters are. But see, that's a lost art in the semi-pro shit. And that's why I got to get out of it. I got to get out of semi-pro because I coach for real. I'm not recruiting shit. Do I have good players? Yes. I also have bad players, and I have mediocre players, and I won a championship. I'm not going around getting all the best players. I'm not doing that. We're going to see who's really coaching. There are guys who are talking about coaching. They ain't coaching shit. They're recruiting like a motherfucker. They ain't coaching. It's a lot of shit that goes into coaching. You just take one double duty. You take one great player after another. Never mind the player that you already have. And that's the other part. That's the other part. And probably the most annoying part. Here I had this great player. If I told this player, I had a guy come to me and say, yo, listen, come to my practice. He practiced with us, everything. He told me, yo, you're my second team. I'm your second team. The fuck? I'm your second team. No, I don't do second team. I'm nobody's second team. So now listen, how does this work? Let's say my starting quarterback wants to be a double duty player. But on this Saturday, he goes to play with another team. So I got to play my backup quarterback. So the next Saturday, my backup quarterback wins the game. He plays well. He wants to play the next week, but the other guy comes back. And he's better than him. Do I shit on the guy that's already there? Is that what I do? See, it lacks integrity. It lacks caring for people. A lot of these dudes don't care for people. A lot of these people don't care about other people's feelings. Am I going to ruin my team camaraderie because of one double-duty player? And you know what's sad? There are some players who are okay with being this double duty's backup. They're okay with that shit. They're okay with being the double duty guy's backup player. Like, what kind of man are you? That you okay to back up somebody? What kind of competitive nature that you have that you're okay to back up somebody? I don't even want a guy like that. I don't even want a guy like that who's okay sitting on the bench because LeBron James showed up. But these double-duty players, truth be told, they don't give a fuck about your team. They don't give a fuck about their teammates. They damn sure don't give a fuck about the league. All they care about is themselves. And you got some coaches, you got some players, you got some coaches who so sell their soul to win. They're okay with being the side piece. And they think they're great coaches because of that. They think they're great coaches, and I'm here to tell you they're not. You want to tell me what it is to be a great coach? You want to show me how you're a great coach? Coach the guy who's an okay player and make him good. Do that. Coach the guy who's okay and make him good. Coach the good player and make him great. Coach the bum and make him a player. Don't tell me you came to the park. You had Lawrence Taylor, Ray Lewis, Peyton Manning, Jim Brown, and Jerry Rice, and you are a great coach. Don't tell me that shit. You can miss me with all that. And then you get the boroughs. The more you get into the boroughs, the crazier it gets. When I say the boroughs, I'm talking about Brooklyn mainly. Because those Brooklyn cats stick together, boy. They act like there's nothing outside of Brooklyn but Brooklyn. Even right, wrong, or indifferent, the Brooklyn guys stick together. Even when they dead wrong. They be dead wrong. And some of these Long Island dudes be riding them so hard that they okay with that shit. It bothers me as a man. So these Brooklyn dudes, why can't we have double duty plays? We pay to play. So what you pay to play? Nobody has to take your money. I don't have to take your money. You can pay whatever you want. I don't have to take your money. And because I take your money don't mean you play. Be clear on that. Because I take your money don't mean you play. That means you have the privilege to play. And then you got some dudes who know they bums, playing on a good team, pay all their money, and the best they paying for themselves and the best player. You got some dudes who are bums, who they're good friends with the best player on the team. So they got to come as a package deal. And then the guy who's a bum is talking shit, oh, the coach don't like me. No, you're a bum. Your man is nice, though. This is the last time I'm addressing double duty. Noel don't cry about double duty. Because Noel, whether you have a double duty rule or don't have a double duty rule, Noel's team, the Long Island Red Devils, will never have double duty players. I don't double duty. I don't give double duty as a coach. I give them all of me all the time. It's disrespectful. It shows you don't care. It lacks integrity. And you clearly don't understand. And don't tell me as a double duty player, you're giving your all on every play. No, you're not. It's impossible. It's impossible to give your all on every play. It ruins competition. It ruins competition. So man up. Man up, coaches. Man up. I dare y'all to man up. Coaches, man up. Stop selling your soul to win and coach your ass off. Coach. Coach. Coach the okay defensive end and make him good. Get good at your craft. Coach. Don't tell me you got Jerry Rice, Peyton Manning, Warren Sapp, Ray Lewis, Jim Brown, Ronnie Lott all coming to the park, so you nice. You the best coach in the league. No, you're not. No, you're not. So this is the last time I'm addressing double-duty players. If you think Noel is crying about double-duty players, so what? How could Noel be crying about double-duty players when he doesn't have any? Shout out to the Long Island Red Devils. Target is big on our back this year. A lot of salty guys because we won a championship. They salty. Benjamin Patton, what's up, Papa? I get it. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, that wears the crown. That's what they say, right? I get it. But y'all need to stop crying. Y'all need to stop crying. You're not getting more than 5 double-duty players. Live with it and be ready to play. And coach. And know that we're watching. I'm watching at least. Don't say we. I'm watching. All my team is, we are instructed to watch. My team is instructed to watch. My coaches are instructed to watch. You come to that place with a 6 double-duty player, we are on it. Trust and believe. Again, thank you to Andrew Ayodeji, running for the Amityville School Board, May 21st from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. You could go, North Amityville could go to Northeast and vote. South Amityville, go to South Amityville and Eastern Massapequa. Eastern Massapequa, you go to Amityville High School to vote. You can vote between 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. Go vote. If you don't vote, then shut up. Don't forget Boulder Mac Summer League Basketball Tournament. That's popping this year in Amityville. Don't forget that. You see the T-shirt. You see the hats. You see the chicletas. All that's coming out this year. Boulder Mac is going to be Long Island Rucker. Long Island Rucker. It's going to make it happen. I'm the voice of Long Island. I'm going to be out there bumping my gums. We out there on a non-violent, no violence, because they expect different from us. So we out there with no violence. 3 years in a row, no violence. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. Popping at night, the whole 9 yards. So again, Boulder Mac Basketball Tournament with Drew, Ayodeji, Danny Lloyd, April Smith, Big Rocco, Marky Peterson, myself. We're going to be out there. We out here. Knicks, I don't know. And the New York Jets, what the fuck? See you guys later. Enjoy your evening. I got Milwaukee winning game 1. Peace.